At Oxford College of Business, we offer world-class business qualifications awarded by some of the best universities in the world. That's because all we do, all we are, is business education.
In a statement to Arabic media this morning, the Attorney General of the UAE said that strict and firm action will be taken against anyone who shows sympathy or any form of bias towards Qatar, or against anyone who objects to the position of the United Arab Emirates, whether it be through the means of social media or any type of written, visual or verbal form. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia's foreign minister said yesterday that Qatar needed to take several steps, including ending its support of Palestinian militant group Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood, to restore ties with Arab states.
We want to see Qatar implement the promises it made a few years back with regard to its support for extremist groups, with regards to its hostile media, with regards to its interference in the affairs of other countries.
Turkey's parliament, meanwhile, is expected to fast-track existing legislation to allow its troops to be deployed to a Turkish military base in Qatar after Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan criticized the move to isolate Qatar.
We are and we will do everything we can to resolve this crisis. I hope that all sanctions against Qatar will be lifted as soon as possible, because I believe that classifying Qatar as a terror suspect is a severe accusation.
The diplomatic row has put pressure on travel on the region, as Qatari nationals have been ordered to return home, but the countries requiring their exit have shut down direct travel routes. Kuwait has become a main hub for homebound Qataris, as it has not cut ties with Qatar, and its emir is acting as a mediator between Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, after US media linked Russian hackers to the Qatar crisis, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov responded.
I think that CNN, like some other mass media outlets that are not fully worthy of this definition and who are waiting for the type of story that stinks or some scandal to automatically, without any evidence, add this episode to the list of Russian sins, Russian hackers or someone else linked to the Russian Federation.
Meanwhile, on the home front, former Foreign Affairs Minister Rohit Abogolagama called on the country to take a stern stance on the issue of extremism.
So on a moral judgment, are we going to endorse countries that are part of extremism and that leads to terrorism? So I think that is the moral ground on which Sri Lanka must make an independent assessment and take a position in line with what is right for the world. Otherwise, we can't be visible in the world if you are going to be just silent and be on the side.
Cabinet co-spokesperson Dr. Rajatha Senaratne insisted that the Qatari currency would remain valid in Sri Lanka.
The International Monetary Fund is the institution that decides what currency is valid. We will stop accepting the Qatar Rial only if the International Monetary Fund directs us as such. That is the international bond. So the Qatar Rial is allowed here.